What's going on, guys? RedWolfVion here, and today we have something a little different. I wanted to actually highlight some of the community members that we have around the channel, the Discord. You know, people have been chilling here for a long time. So I just want to do like a Gundam community interview splash spotlight. And today we are blessed with Niric. Hi, Niric.
Hey, good to be here as always. Thanks for inviting me. I feel fancy.
Oh, most fancy. Thank you, Niric. It's actually really good to have you because I know people have seen you play with me. Gundam, Monster Hunter, in a lot of videos and some streams. So it's like, you know what? Let's get to know Niric a little bit more for the people.
We got some history. That's right. We got some history.
We got
between
some history.
Monster Hunter and Gundam, and yeah, it's keeps us weaved together on the internets, and yeah, I'm glad to be the first. I'm honored, and yeah, it's cool. People probably see me around on your videos from time to time, so it'd be cool to give a little synopsis. Is that a fancy word for that? I don't.
Synopsis. Yeah. So tell the people, Niric. Do you remember how we met?
Man, it's probably been 10 years now, has it? Close to, if not. Yeah, I think it was through Club Joe, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I was kind of teaming up with those. Like I was super early on Monster Hunter streamer, kind of try hard, I guess. I had a capture card, which I think is the Avermedia Live Gamer HD. I think it was the original. I have like the HD too now, but yeah. So back then it was HDMI only, and I know people had like Black Magic cards. I think is what they were called, Black Magic HD, that could actually do component input. Yep. And I went with a HDMI, and I was waiting on the Wii U to come out so I could stream Monster Hunter Tri, which of course was a Wii game, but you could play it on the Wii U, but the Wii U had an HDMI out. So I was streaming Monster Hunter way back when, and we were like some of the earliest streamers out there doing Monster Hunter, and Club Joe reached out to me, and I think they reached out to you, and we were just early on, kind of like a collaborative kind of thing back then. So that's how we met. We've been buddies ever since.
Yeah, you've been stuck with me ever since. Yay! Club Joe, for y'all who don't know, a lot of people probably don't, was an old Monster Hunter community. But I digress. We're here to talk about a little more Gundam-esque stuff, or actually more about Niric. All right, so Niric, I'm curious for the people, what initially got you in, not into Gundam Battle Operation, but what got you into Gundam in general?
I think Gundam in general. I'm going to show my age a little bit here, but I think it was a combination of seeing the kits in the stores, and Toonami had Gundam Wing, I think, originally, if I remember right. I was super starved for anime and of any kind. My brother was in college, and he had some, I think, might have been VHS or DVDs or something that he would every once in a while leave for me to watch and stuff. And so anything anime, was cool. And once I saw the kits, I think in like Walmart and Target, I think they were carrying them. I got it was a heavy arm, or was it a heavy Gundam? No, which one was it?
Heavy arms, probably.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it was heavy arms. It was like the no grade 144th, so it wasn't even a high grade. I think they were selling like the beginner grade kits. And I got one of those, and
the joints don't even bend.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, and it's like basically like 2 or 3 colors. So that was the beginning of the end, and that hobby has been stockpiling on me since 2000s. I think Hobby Lobby had some, and so yeah, I have a pretty absurd Gunpla collection, and so naturally I was really interested in GBO2 when I found out it was coming out to the West. But I always wanted to play the original, but we didn't have it here in the US. So I think it was a PS3 game originally. So yeah, so that's kind of what led me to the game as well. So
that's awesome. So you mentioned a lot of Gunpla, and do you still build Gunpla, or do you just have them like stockpiled building?
Mostly. Yeah, mostly a destructive habit of stockpiling, but I do build them from time to time. I built the GM Cold Districts, I think, a couple months ago, so relatively recent. But I don't build as much as I should. But yeah, my local hobby store is amazing, and it's got like, I think they're associated with Bluefin, which I think Bandai bought them out, so they get like retail priced kits, and then of course there's no shipping because I'm buying them in the hobby store. So Yeah, it's a wonderful problem to have.
That's awesome. So now we get back into some more GBO2 stuff.
Right.
Before we move on, Niric, what is your favorite mobile suit? Not necessarily in GBO2 or anything, but just general Gundam. What do you have a favorite mobile suit?
If I had to pick, it's hard to pick. Truly, I think Iron-Blooded Orphans was the first one because I absolutely adore that anime. It's like everything I've ever wanted from a Gundam anime. So I'm super partial to Iron-Blooded Orphans in general, but I think in reality I'm a super Advance Zeta fanboy. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I just love the kit design and the way they kind of like mash stuff together, and they seem to be kind of resourceful with what they've got, and a lot of the suits' origins come from the Titans test team, and that's really fascinating to me. So if I had to pick one, I would probably just go with a Hazel Custom because of Advance Zeta. It's kind of like the most iconic Advance Zeta suit. It was like designed from a Quell. They turned the Quell into basically a Gundam. I think that was the whole idea, to see like the effects of the battlefield when they do put a Gundam V on a suit, even though it was a Quell basically. So it's really unique. I think the history, the lore of it. So I think I'm probably really partial to that suit more than anything. Otherwise, I'd have to pick something from Iron-Blooded Orphans because I just love that anime. But if we're talking UC, which I feel like is a proper answer, like true Gundam lore line, I have to go with AOZ. Hazel Custom is probably my favorite.
Nice answer. I love to hear it and I love to see it. Hashtag lore drop right there. Thanks, Nick. Very nice.
Yeah.
So let's jump in a little GBO2 here. I know we've been talking some other stuff before. So people have seen you play with me time and time again. What would you say is your favorite suit in GBO2?
GBO2 favorite suit? Hazel Custom's in the game now, which is amazing. I was like hoping for the day. While it's probably my favorite suit as well, just because I love the Hazel Custom, it's definitely not my best suit. It's funny, I think I got like a silver rival medal badge like right away, but then it's been downhill ever since, and I think I lost that a long time ago. But I think if I had to pick like my actual favorite, it's probably the GM Guard Custom. And that's probably the one that I feel real confident and really strong with. The Vertex as well is one of my favorites, especially in space. But yeah, the GM Guard Custom, really unique. Everybody that's seen the videos, or me and you playing the Shield Boys, got a lot of love for that. So that makes me love the GM Guard Custom even more. But it's probably my favorite suit. But I mean, if I had to, if you'll indulge me a little, I mean, I love the Bawu and the Kapul and the Zeta HML. There's a lot of suits that I really like. Even Heavy Gundam, I'm like a classic Heavy Gundam guy. A lot of people don't like that suit, but I love it. So, but Barzam Custom, or Refined Barzam, I think I call it. So, man, those are all some of my favorites.
Oh, well, hey, you love to hear it. So it sounded like your selection was more geared towards Raid. Would you say Raid is your favorite role, or General, or Support?
It's funny. Yeah, I think in reality, I try and play everything, and that's just kind of how I am. Like, not to throw it, off rails and talk about Monster Hunter. In Monster Hunter, it's kind of the same way. I liked playing all the weapons, so I didn't feel like I was amazing at any of them, but right. I was proud of the fact that I could use all of them to, at least a usable degree, right? So I kind of feel the same way with this game, so it's kind of important to me that I play all. But I would say, yeah, I'd probably skew more Raid. Yeah, Raid's probably skewed at the top, but otherwise maybe General, and then Support. But I wish I was a better Support. I just don't think I'm a good enough shot. but I do get by with cleverness, as far as like that's how I win a lot of my battles. Like I don't have the Twitch MLG gaming skills. But I try. So I think I have to be more clever to kind of get the kills that I get, and think outside the box. And I think that works kind of well with the Raid. As long as you're not so outnumbered that it's impossible. But I think kind of outsmarting and taking advantage of that disadvantage against the Support and their lack of, maneuverability and evasion and stuff, I can kind of exploit pretty well. So I do gravitate towards Raid probably the most.
Awesome. That's really dope. So, talking about GBO2, all this stuff, we did get the chance to play some matches together. You guys, some of the footage will be playing as we're talking, but make sure you check out each of those videos. I'm really excited. It was really fun. Good matches all together. So I have another curveball question for you. If you were placed into a Gundam series timeline, what series would it be and why?
Ooh. Okay. I think I have a great and dumb answer for this. I think I would be, since I love IBO, I'm going to go with Iron-Blooded Orphans because I love that format. I also like the idea that like Mars is like a thing and they're actually on Mars and they've kind of like colonized it to some degree, which would be cool. I think if I had to place myself somewhere, I'd probably be, remember the guy they called Old Man? He was the mechanic.
Yeah.
he took the Barbados. I mean, it's episode 1, so I don't know if you counted as spoilers.
It's
but
fine.
Okay, yeah. So the very first episode, they're basically using the Barbados as a power plant for their facility, right? So, but they need somebody to save them from the soldiers, the Galahorns, invading with mobile suits against their little mobile armors, right? So, he gets Barbados ready to go, right? And then in the middle of the fight, while it's happening, he's rescuing everybody. He's like, I forgot to refuel the boosters. That's me. that's totally me. Like I would think I had everything all figured out and I planned it out and I'm like super analytical and stuff, but then I would forget some major detail or something like that. So I think that fits me pretty well if I was to exist in the Gundam series somewhere. He's just a good-hearted guy. That's kind of, I think, how I format myself. I just try and be the nicest person I can be, but and then my analytical forgetfulness also comes and shows through, on top of that. So.
Oh, Niric out here warming our hearts, y'all. Warming our hearts. You'd love to see it. You'd love to be a part of it. Wow. Any interesting facts about you as a person or a gamer you'd like to share with everybody here?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I guess we talked about it a little bit in the beginning. I guess I'm kind of an old-time streamer, the early days of Twitch. I think pretty much right after it switched to Twitch. I think it used to be called Justin TV or something like that. So, yeah, a lot of people may not know that my history is originally with Monster Hunter. I did, many hours of streaming hours with that game. But yeah, it's all about Gundam now. And I think part of the attempt at a streaming career kind of got abruptly ended. That's when I met my wife, and I have a 6-year-old and I have another one on the way. So that's maybe an interesting fact, I guess.
Yeah,
I'm a dad now. Yeah.
Hey, congrats. That's exciting, dude. Holy snap. I want y'all to say congrats to Niric in the comments. All right, that's what real viewers do. You know what I'm saying? So I want to just go ahead and start wrapping things up. I'm going to say thank you for sitting down with me for a bit and chit chatting. It's been really awesome. I've known a lot of these, if not most of these facts, but there's a lot of people who don't know these facts, and I think it's pretty neat to kind of expose you to everyone on a more intimate level.
Oh yeah. I'm excited to hear everybody, meet all the people, in the community and hear their story. That's going to be exciting for me. So I'm honored to be the first, but I can't wait to, watch everybody else's interviews. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, you're so sweet. So Niric, before we even start saying goodbye and stuff, where can people find you or stay in touch?
Probably the easiest way to get me, in contact with me or whatnot is definitely through your Discord. So Discord drop right there for Vion. And I'm sure you'll have a link to it probably in the description there. But yeah, through your Discord is definitely where I frequent the most. But on rare occasion, you can catch me streaming on Twitch. There's that Tower Fantasy game that's coming up, I think in a day or two here. I think they're kind of like in the pre-download stage. I might actually do a stream for that. Let's see if my computer can handle it, streaming and playing at the same time. But it'd be twitch.tv/Niric, Niric.
Oh, yes, y'all heard it here first. Twitch.tv/Niric. And I'll have that in the description as well as all your information, your address, your security number, and all that stuff. So
I'll send you my credit card so you can do that too.
Awesome.
If you want to.
Great. Fantastic. Just make sure to include the zip code as well, just in case.
Yeah, just in case. Those gas pumps, they want your zip code. So if you want that free gas, you gotta have the zip code.
You gotta get it. You gotta get it. Well, Niric, thank you again, buddy, for being a part of this and helping me do the thing. I appreciate it, and you've been supporting me and streaming and YouTube for quite some time. So from me to you, I do appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot. So yeah, man, you're pretty awesome.
Anytime. Glad to be a part of it. It's just cool. It's a good little break for me to get a good gaming session in, a hangout session, between being the hashtag Team Dad, I guess. Can I say hashtag? Am I too old for that?
Hashtag. Nope, no such thing. Well, Niric, I will give you the opportunity to sign off. I, of course, RedWolfVion here. Thank you guys for checking this video out. Niric, thank you for coming. Niric, I'll let you sign off. You can say whatever you want and how you want. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I love you.
All right. Nothing but love. That's what you got to say. That's Vion's line. I've adopted it. I love it. And what's my most recent favorite saying is, if you ain't got time to do it right, then you ain't got time to do it.
I love it. I love it. If you ain't got time to do it right, you ain't got time to do it. Until next time, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.